Hmm. Hey, everybody. Well, I was trying to. Give me 1 second. Because we trying to figure out what the issue is with Mama's Instagram. Look at me talking about some mamas. But how are you today on this Sunday? I'm sorry for being just a few minutes late. Um, but it is beautiful outside. How is the weather where you are? Child, trying to hurry up and get this done so we can be outside. I love a good Sunday fun day, okay? Just because I am a whole educator does not mean I don't know how to have fun. Period. And will still be working. Like, what? Mm-mm. I don't know why this is playing with me. Okay. Well, let's see what happens. All right, I've been on here for about 2 minutes. And there we go. All right. So, welcome to my first live. And this live is basically focusing on any questions that you may have on education, with the educational system, things that have been going around, uh, trending topics. The floor is open. The floor is open. Welcome. Any questions that you may have pertaining to education, the educational system, things of that nature. What is what's on your mind? What's on your mind? Welcome. Maybe this is not a good time. People outside at brunch on Sundays. Don't worry, I'm gonna be outside too. What's on your mind? I forgot my stuff was connected to the speaker because I was listening to some music. But I guess well, I am a parent, so let's just talk about that right now because as a parent and an educator, um I won't even lie to you. I have an advantage. There are some things that my mother wasn't doing when I was in grammar school and high school. However, I wasn't that type of student that I needed to be checked up on. I would say during this generation that every child needs monitoring. Every child needs to be monitored. You need to monitor their homework. You need to monitor, especially when they get into high school or get into middle school when they begin to switch classes and have several teachers, because that homeroom teacher is only going to know so much. You need a relationship with every teacher. Now I know that my focus and my niche is really early childhood education. That starts from birth into third grade. So pretty much early elementary, preschool, kindergarten, first grade, second grade, and even third graders. But there needs to be a movement, and I am a part of that movement, where there are a lot of people who are tired. You know what I'm saying? There are a lot of people who are just exhausted. They have come to their wits end. What is it that they should do as educators? Parents are completely lost or misguided, um, become defensive just on, information that is being provided about their child. And, change hurts. Change ain't easy. I just want to put that out there. So, yes, the information that has been given to you may be hurtful, may cause a little salt. Y'all still say that, right? Am I giving my age? It might make you a little salty, make you look at some things differently, but that is the whole point. If we continue to become comfortable and allow the system to really take over and raise our children, um, we can see now that there is a huge problem. There's a huge disconnect. So I'm probably gonna stay on here until maybe 11:30. Again, I'm not really seeing any activity, any action in the comments, any questions. Remember, this is a live question and answering session. If you have questions about me, the business, or the company, feel free. I'm just building a rapport, I guess, talking about me, talking about my philosophy. If you haven't checked out any of our videos prior to this Q&A session, please go and check out those videos on all pages: Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. Oh, we are there. We are there. We are there. Also, piggybacking on what I was saying, it is just time for a change. And again, change is not easy. Change makes you very uncomfortable. And in order to make that change, you have to hear things that you are not going to like. And when you don't like it, that forces the change. But unfortunately, there are a lot of people who want to fight that information and not respect the time and the investment of the educator who actually went to school and studied the science of education. Education is a science. We have to learn how children that are in front of us, our content, we have to learn how their brain works, learn how to grasp their attention, get their focus. And I'm not gonna put no timeline on it, y'all. But I've noticed that there is a huge change because again, we are putting a lot of stimuli in front of our children. And what I mean by that is like a lot of applications, a lot of games, um, not monitoring the time or putting a cap on how long. So on these poor babies' brains, ooh, they getting corrupted. They know too much. They know too much based off of what we put in their hand. And that is their tablet, their Instagram. You should see some of the stuff that I see. And I'm talking about just within my family, baby. Like I see some things and it's like, yo, what where is the education? I can tell the lack thereof. Or I can tell when there are some order, when there is order, when there are boundaries. And I get it. They are little people, but they're still little. Their brains are like sponges. They're going to absorb and soak up every little piece, especially if they think it's interesting. So we as models, we need to model better behavior because they looking up to that and they want to be just like it. So if you want a scholar, if you want your child to excel in education, the change starts at home. Now, what does that look like? It depends. Everybody's different. Just like in the classroom, every student is different, and we have to differentiate and cater to each child's need in order for them to excel and exceed. We also, extend a hand so that parents can become more involved in the classroom. It is not a closed door service. This is an open door service. And I would like to say that if your child's educator is not okay with open door service, that's a problem. I want to let you know that that is a red flag. We want to talk about toxicity in relationships. I want to talk about toxicity in the educational system, and the relationship between a parent, the child, and the educator. If that educator does not have an open door policy, whereas you can come, I won't say any time of the day because, there are boundaries. There are times where we just cannot be interrupted. But you can come to see me every day, pretty much any day. And if that is a problem, that is a red flag, and you need to be very assertive and trying to get you some time into that classroom. Once again, this is a Q&A session. Anything you want to know about education, any questions going on in your classroom and your child's, your grandchild's, your niece, your nephews. I mean, we are not opposed to any of that, but just having a little conversation and introducing myself, giving a little rapport. So, again, I just spoke on those red flags, open door policies. Let's see. We almost coming up to 15 minutes. And again, y'all, I want to go outside. So if we don't have any questions, I would just like to say thank you for stopping by. For those who have, thank you. Much appreciated. And also just want to extend an offer to send us a message, comment, like, share, follow, so that you won't miss out on any future postings, future videos, future lives. Um, a lot of informative information on my posts. I've done posts on quick tips of learning, things to do for spring break. Oh, I did so much, y'all. It's I can't even I can't even think about it, but everything it's pretty much on those social media platforms for you to just go back and look over, and you can save them, put them in your favorites. I've noticed that a lot of parents have done that so that they can keep and use. I've even talked about reading readiness because, again, I'm more focused on early childhood and early elementary. So a lot of students are, um, they don't understand. Well, not the students, but the parents don't understand that there are steps to learning how to read. And although there are steps in the classroom, I'm going to go back to my statement that I've made earlier in this live, which is um, it starts at home. And in order to begin a love for literacy, there must be access to literacy or literature at home. If there aren't any books, magazines, even ebooks, are you reading to your child at night? Every night. Build a love for it. Let them see you reading, you know? Um, Finding letters in their names. These are some of the ways that you can begin reading literacy at home. But again, I said that I was only going to come on here until 11:30, and it is now 11:31. I would have stayed on if it was more interactive, any questions regarding education. If you all don't have any questions, again, right now, feel free to send me a message, email. My email is Coach Candy at educatecoaching.org. That is COACHCANDI at EDUK8COACHING.org. So, guess I can put that in the comments because this will definitely be here. So you can always email your questions to me. All right. And you all have a wonderful and a blessed weekend. Well, the weekend over Sunday. All right. And guess what? So will I. Stayed on here for a little longer than what I was expecting to do, but hope you enjoyed. And again, I will be doing more of these sooner than later. Hopefully, we'll have more interaction and blessings.